Very good, friends. Hi, Doc South here. I just wanted to go over various ways you folks can help me with my writing efforts and perhaps improve your cyber entertainment along with your quest for reading good reading material. I've oh have I got a I think I've actually got a thought. Yes, on this matter. First off, I've just finished and have gotten at least a limited amount of copies printed of Millie's itinerary. It's $15 in postage. This is basically a typical day in the life of our late and great Basset Hound Millie. You also know that at one time, a few years back now, with the help of friends, I managed to get this book, Doc Blurps the Starter Set. It's all various blurps I've written, and had had quite a nice run with that book. And of course, Aunt Barb's Magic Oven, a happy tale of life beyond life. Right? Okay, beyond this planet. It's I think most people are kind of stunned when they first start to read it, but as they dig into it, they realize, well, maybe I wasn't so crazy after all. It's a pretty good book, and I've got more I can write. The trouble is, it's kind of hard to stay funded when you're self-publishing. You don't have the you're not on the talk show circuits. You're not. I don't think they'd want to talk to me about any of these books necessarily. They're not really controversial. They're just pleasant, happy books. Go figure. That's a sure sign, a sure way for utter failure to. It seems nowadays to write something kindly and happy. I'd be better if I wrote someday I should do a book about griping. Yeah, all the gripes I got. Yeah, that'd probably sell better than any of them. But the thing is, I'd rather not. We all got our gripes. Frankly, we should be looking for things to be happy about. And that's what I do with my writing. Okay, enough said. You know that already. My shows were the same thing. Okay. Well, what I'm thinking is I have a GoFundMe site. I'd forgotten that I had it because I used it mostly to help fund the internet radio station I had, and it worked rather well. But now that I don't have the station, I notice, I was just at the site and it's a little dusty, and it needs some freshening up. But other than that, it is still ready for it could take your donations. What you do is you go to GoFundMe and you search Doc South, and you click the search button, and I'm right there on the first page. Or you can go to www.gofundme.com/ISMJ90, and you can donate what you will. If you donate, I'll give you, for the moment, I can give you your choice of Aunt Barb's Magic Oven. I'll send you out a copy. Or I can send out a copy of, again, Millie's itinerary and get that out to you. Frankly, this is a very, this isn't, this actually, it's basically a happy book. Of course, we lost Millie, about 3 months ago. She passed away. But most of the book's pretty happy. I did discuss the day she passed, and how things went. But for the most part, it's a pretty happy book. And I'm sure Millie's rooting around, pestering the angels for treats up in heaven at the moment. So I'm sure she's fine. She was a very good soul, wonderful dog. There should be more Millies in the world, and eventually we'll adopt another once we kind of get over the loss of Millie. We hope to adopt another Basset Hound in due time. But still, so it is a happy book, and I think it'll put a smile on your face and maybe a little bit of a tear towards the end. But that's sort of how things go, isn't it? Yes. Let's see. I wanted to say, though, if you can donate, that'll help me with my writing efforts. It costs quite a bit to get books printed. And frankly, it's money I can't really justify spending unless some is coming in. So if you care to donate, again, go to GoFundMe. You'll be helping my writing efforts and also my YouTube efforts. I doubt my YouTube site will ever have a viral video. I just don't see how that's going to happen. Because I'll tell you why. I try to be positive, upbeat, and happy. And I think I know there's plenty of videos on YouTube that do that, but the ones that really seem to hit it big are the ones where there's a lot of griping and making people look foolish and stuff. They're fun to watch, but doggone, after a while you start thinking, my God, everybody's nuts in the world. Well, that might be, but the thing is we want to make sure everybody's. I'd rather them showing how people are kind of good crazy, that would be nice, and a little more positivity wouldn't hurt, especially in the present day radio situation, also on TV and all. Oh my gosh, everything's so darn depressing. Well, I try not to do that with what I'm doing. So if you believe in that kind of thing and want to help me out, yes, I can use donations. For your donation, large or small, I will send out a Millie's itinerary or an Aunt Barb's Magic Oven while supplies last. And then with that money, I'll use that to either pay down some bills or get more books printed, one or the other. And probably the first batch of money coming in, I would set aside so that I have money for more books. But yeah, the more that comes in, the better. And your donation will definitely help. Now, one other thing I'm thinking of doing is with my YouTube site, besides doing the usual videos I do, I realized I have a lot of pop-up shows where I just got on and told stories. I could stick them in there, I think. Someone's got to show me how it's done, but I'll bet I've got a good 200 hours worth of pop-up shows, maybe more. And then some of my interview shows might be to your liking as well. So, again, all this requires some money to, because, when I'm sitting here doing all that, frankly, I'm not necessarily supporting the family. Okay. So that's what I'm trying. It would help. The donations would really, really help. And also I'm working on a rather large book that when it's done, it would be a fairly expensive book to get, to get printed. Plus, I'd like to set up another book of blurps. Also, I've got more than enough of them to do at least 2 more books. Okay, so you see what I'm saying. Some loot coming in would really help. Now, one other thing, you know how to donate if you care to. GoFundMe.com/ISMJ90. That puts you right on the page. You'll see me. I haven't used the page in a while, but I'm sure it's active. And then also you can, you can just search. You can go to GoFundMe and just search Doc South. The other thing, let's see. I know there's one other thing here. Let your friends know. Yeah, that would be a big thing. Let your friends and other family members know about the various books I have. And if you're really, really low on funds, if you're someone who you're watching this, but you really don't have a bucket of money to call your own, let me know. And if you want one of my books, heck yeah, I'll send it out to you. Don't worry about it. When you're in the chips, you can always donate later. Okay. The books were written to make people happy and not necessarily to exclude people who are low on funds. You let me know. Okay. Again, that would depend on supply and all that. As long as I got them, I'll send one out to anyone who wants one, regardless of whether they could pay for it or not. Okay, so there you go. Best I can say. Thank you, and keep smiling, and we'll see you later. Thank you very much, friends. Doc South, signing off.